the person is not going to use his or her money to fulfill your dream because also wanted it. And to say was sikana academic challenges and other restrictions and nchane du botwa o sande wono ho adwen na namano so epedezi too.
Before I met to ask Miss Auntie, do we have to agree say challenges for her financially? Do we have challenges? Certainly. So beyond to me you always say them how challenge.
It was challenge. It was challenge. E would sika o we hu. Money gives you a certain level of appetite. Omo wa kono bi. And it's a one saka it's na hey na me promise you 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Come change
chuma. When you are beje papa. But me dim more pe when I do for so aba. Oh amadi obo we bie na nchenche motu me zai da mati. Mamombo we bie ne bo hwe na adwene foforo so aba. Nti sika wo we ordinan kasa ne pe na kondo abronyi fa na appetite na ordinam. Nti the more you have it, the more you crave for more. You get me? And the more you don't have it, the more brilliant ideas also come. Say enyi sika e hu de adwuna wo timi e fefe
no be fa penny paper kana o sika we anka me se be
masika na mbra na afa ye hwa na mo na ibutu nti dem sika kondo ndam na ote nti oye ne hu hia papa de a lot of the time ni say enyi sika you don't have to forgo your plans. You stay with your plan because there are positive sides of challenges, financial challenges. Se sika no so nyi ho a oma nkanka so nyi ho dodo a oma etum a plan ye se yetina he ya na is sika be 1,000 cedis is shemensem na samen plan ye have you me be ya adoye
sure
anambodo oh me pay ya acha e be nda de mekra
when sika na na efrefro
but say what plan e on a second thoughts ebona when you akọ book no baby etwetwe nzamado me ka de se minya bia 300 cedis another 100 cedis another 1,000 cedis adam na me beye nti say what plan a oboa nti challenges no that is the positive part of the challenge but there are lots of the time financial challenges it stresses you on my breath it puts a level of fatigue. And physically and emotionally it places a lot of emotional demand on you. And you now consider because sika nyi ho. Na obi nso sika nyi nsem in kanka kojo to nyimpa them na ansha obotume to ana money biara oye possible because man must live. Nyimpa we ehunde oye fe the man bottle ho aye fe ododo. Oye sika. Oye sika atani yesika enwini yesika mpabo ni yesika nti se yenye sika nzema bebre na yebotumi ye daaye se sika bo bi ni nsem na ebe hunda sister sana no ho ye fe odema nti mo bi sika kakra ho na ebe hunda the real person is coming out se sika na nyi wa shadare hu nyimpa ne ye nkanka physical beauty nti ye were both positive challenge and a negative challenge. Na nyina no it's important they bohu how to manage both because it was sikada na ampo challenges in it obaba.
Can it be prevented? The challenge.
Of course. It can't be prevented entirely. Because then we are entering a world of utopia, an idealistic world. Baby a bibia wo why the Garden of Eden? If a mango na akofa, bankumpo siwa na akofa. Now, in that kind of world, I doubt we will ever have it. It'd be a heaven. Now, in this world, there are challenges. The challenges can be surmounted, but not entirely. And if I'm talking about not entirely, it means that at a point in time, though the challenges may be there, one kasa awode chungu break. Nakadem, a way the monko. And she said, ikita 300 cedis, another 500 cedis. There are ways of managing it so that you will not be entering the realms of stresses. Mpochati masi. Nti sika wo we oye no kwado ordinary kondo dzi na nzema bebre no dzi ba na mum se okita wonsem na ehu kwana eba fado na danda ni sika na sika oye ba 300 cedis no oswade na nso oboso. Awon so de bi ediban another ntarotom. But ibe ndo de misika no onda man na money bi edi de misika ne dze fado no otwetwe sika nkete dze ba. Ma sabi we ediban na yi akatesia nzema nkete be hiade orombo. Na mum say the misika ensumi ye na kado na yi di mara medze yeden. and then Catesia be tired, the man's in the pan. Sika crappy bekita yen simple, or the young the Missike was a year more ye. Say, Obi Botum or the 5 cities out on sachet water. Another bag of water. Now, Obini freeze the beer no dashing. Otona, Ovia, name for subay 50 pesos, another 20 pesos. When they see kita winsome, or so dana pa, or train the kind, or the back. You know, money attracts. But say, that part of Sikan, that's what make it a winsome na Adrian trophy, na Adrian sausage, na Adrian, and we're for that.
You will be on those caneton is ordinary hot. You can't stick a hot and say, buy a hot,
or back of hot and so. Sikan, I wouldn't pay you for what's a secret to Danoma. Na wanya saninin semunu sika unto danoma. And with the circle busuya bima, nasa was copacachelo, this is an old money. Okay. Ocha de sikan wage na busuya no macha. E busuya bia so onye sika dru, na so ya you know edumadena. Every generation is taught how to handle money. And maybe we'll go to that part of the conversation, but in our part of the world, meaning whether apart from Ghana, other countries they do, but in our part of the world, say if you besia na basic responsibilities, what show almost everything. Besia the other crown with them. They said all day the ban ye, or what day is how to set a table, or what day is who say see, or what day them. We are hardly taught how to manage money. But to say kwa waruma. Financial issues are your first responsibility. Benyin no, oba no za she wonsem. Akona be for the manage no.
No mfa no.
No mfa no.
Amount 200 for the month. Manage it.
Na no you if do the banku di tilapia. Enti odi fufu, odi wana ponche nkakra. Enti akona wan kasa be for the manage sika no. Ono iri yen wo maami wan kire. Wo papa nso wan kire. In fact, e call school no. Obiara wan for dem sika no nyansa number. Nti onya pada ye nyina ye be them financial literacy no at least a level of it before not just enter the world of marriage, because mesiafo bi wo ho won war we si won adwin pe de won war ebinim so ho because of circumstances nti onti ma won war mpo, but one kasa wa brabo no, you know, you've got to manage it and you are manage it predominantly with money. Nti sentum and crossika do ye ya sika ne baba wonsem na mampanyefo aka do to da no man obotu da anoma na bisa hu na obokwa he onko bi fufuru nsem nti sika to da na anoma hwede de biara ebia sausage okawo breakfast ho ehwa na ewo nso breakfast se milo na ebe ya amfa milk enguma wo nto ehu se itwa pan no wara nyim de sausage na nso epeda eti majuni bi anada nkati bi di yem mamreche na ezini nyinare yemi hu na maame no oto nkaten
wenya ne sika
ama na edwuma nyimpa oto no sausage no nso ma oto no mo no mfaso ho bebe ekoto majuni bebe eto pan no nti wonyina wenya mfaso kakra ifi wodam 5 cedis another 10 cedis na the breakfast no nti sika na we to ifi wonsem da no man orokwanyansanyi bi ho na odikwa ye edwuma nti woda hu so bisa hu na da bia mokoto eba na aze na nkofo so boto ifi mu ho. So the margin number, in fact, on an uncoffee warrior, the margin and another dimensions and uncoffee what's a year juma walk cross the cardon. And take a bushing or catch this is an old money or chadan yesike, ya pay a check. Na a bushia biaba, nado biaba, generation biaba, when you more by your book credit, Mr. Kando, Sikanunko finance. And so the minyansan, nan catesia yes, then da waro, then worry you, da wo, then we you. Nina da menyansa na ode yesua o send the challenge no se o mbanda o china obeba.
Wow. Yeah, can mama my short because I'm picking one or two things. The way I can say money flies and all that. I'm so being shared and point dream will say money or to alcohol. But then your kind is going into the hands of somebody else who is going to use it.
That's right.
And make profits out of it. Or no maybe I be in cement to salma because be using it wisely. In to say our kind is with the young woman of today. What are some of the financial challenges you're able to me facing at the very early stages as a woman? What are some of the financial challenges you're able to me facing, and then how can we prevent those particular challenges so that if you'll be sure you will be seeing probably the person is in that situation or yet to, so that we know how to manage ourselves?
Ella say yes, the makeup of every woman you're very complex. In fact, and Bible so I'm a yenya and they are complex. Apart from Bible, nya nankasa yeba ekwana yefa de yeba nyane bra yehu dem. Mesiafo oh yeah papa. Na unique. Yeah unique. And make a positive complexities. Okay. Yeah very unique. And na Adam ogbo nenwa na ohu Eve no say. This bone of my bone. Na Adam be we no hye we ehu do yefem. Nyame sesam be ewu. Enti se besie bia apo ye hu de eyi sika akono. Se yetna ha ne se beyin bi baka he ne ho a. Hwe nanyim na se hwe se makeup bi wo ba. Wara hwe na mpabo bi mpabo na o hye de whole week ono na wa hye. Oso na wa polish ho. Mesiafo he na abrabo nti dem. In fact, nzema bi mpa ye hya nyimpa hu no. De bia ye pede yesisem. Nyimpa hu. Nya na nkote na ye hu ada ye hye no wase. But de bia ye pede yesisem. Benyina ebe sister. Debbie. So far as in on there sabi on jinkan or you're very fine. And menyifo bi po wa adine say why you po ohuni. But mesi afuni ye what them natural instinct because of that normal. Ye na brabon ne boye zine kakra. Besie bia na brabo ne boye zine. Na hwe the way nyankopon so abo mesi afa. Ehu da ye nzama ye different kakra. Wo bri biarem. Fi ye ne tiri kosi ye na ase. Physiologically impono sabi be ni shane singlet no shane shirt and oroko besia ntumi nsha wo blouse na shirt de ko de hye bibi nti ehu de ye ne makeup no is so different from menyimfo one din na afa ye nhwe the unique challenges with young ladies besia bia pede no ho ye fe because ahofe wo besia biarem ehu de say movie actress bi shasa hwe na afa man be 6 months ana 1 year bu da ba asesa onya camera na wa ma wasesa sika no sesa
money thoughts
sika sesa nzema bebre enti dem challenging besi bia pede no ho ye fe besi bia pede o appear good and this is not only for men but besi bia pede at least or you resourceful enti apart from the fact that you want to appear good whether for work whether for church, whether for your husband, whether for home, because it will feel paper they look good. And the beginning will feel so be babu no she singlet. Singlet na no zuko boy abu. But besia it's na fear na say bia area adi wo jadi mpana so be babu. But there sisa. It hold on na sisa yara. And see yana brabo no ye different. Na ni nyina nso sika na you know otre maye. Ye you no so if you are nkan say ye a career woman. Wardrobe no that no mu ye need kakra ndo e dey sese
sha de ba ko 6 months afi de we were too dim
na 6 months then e wo kan whole week ehun de na ye ehun ela nda wa abedwuma da match first day so won e fe papa the second day wa cha ezi menu age hun the third day ebe na asa na she
sister I don't know asa
fourth day bo na fe ya sha de yezu ye hun ehun but benyi ne botuma sha atare bia wore ehun po wa dwunu po remba do de
po I found because you know omo makeup na no
exactly
to me she
nti mesi afunu ye quite different nti the menza menyinara no oma you know wo lipstick say kabia en cabinet can lip gloss or yesika wo total makeup or yesika the penny swipe de ko salon or yesika
de bia ehu earrings different ye to top
mamechi
ye de be match
ni ya na watch or match
na shoe match na
de see rampo corona wana face mask na ye match
me kwa raba wasenka opam we bi me na nkam de betina hazi ni nyina yesika
ehu nti ni nyina all the challenges ba se ejai besia do nkwa obenya da misika nkitinkiti no oza atoto nzama yi but no kwara ode mesiafo ye hunu sunde obi aremfa da misika na mbehye hunu se ehu da mpanyimfo wose cut your coat according to your size and ti sabi ehun de elatina ha why ye shepe na wo so musu me peda me ye shepe in fact ne shepe na why sponsors it you never know ne shepe na why na bia you never know the investment awako savings awako e bia a whole month salary na bia wa chem too no okay na ewu nso sabio e bia na wara wo salary no e bia o 400 cedis e bia 500 e bia 1000 cedis you can't live like Ella you can't live like obi asabio ehun there e bia akogom na ehun the sister bia agbadigwa na ne mpabo edi meshebi the ehun the demon command na yedi no all your the unnecessary stress or the brain But a level of financial independence for every woman is very necessary. Because yampe a generation of ladies are obey one na jundo more be you no bosham. Nzama bebre asesa because says here amenyin fonso wo hwehwe mesiafo wo ye adwuma. Onye de mesiafo wo ye adwuma na oye honfe wo da bi sika na oye honfe. Gone are the days when men used to be hunters. Na nye na yetinefie, but in the benyin ko hunting na besia no so ko hunt. In addition to your basic responsibilities as a wife, as a mother, and as everything in the house. Until ohia papa there were baby someone day. And we are going into the area of managing. I know you have specific questions that we'll be asking. But if baby someone day, I hear no kita minsemi. I hear na mukre, na eba na ati no butu, wato. Into me kada muko gum. Let me kita 20 cedis. Na kada moto a crate of akoko. Na ebesida na ato. Enka the motor control me ni nara wo de sese. Sansesa ebedru gum. Ebedigwan atomoko beye 1 cedi. Tomatoes 5 cedis. Atoyi. Ebedru de bottle by year another bunch. The bonus kanasa. You didn't do a good planning. And so our financial management another planning and you papa. To the extent that sometimes it may not be necessarily what you want to buy or how you want to buy it. But sika no kita winsem no according to exactly because anya dem a de biara ni mbeku de recognize so na e count wechi itwompe bo na obi di nanyu afa na o dey sister ya
e man so ya na e be yes
sister oh na benyin mpo sabe sister eji benyin ka o ma o chara obedi mu konsa sister the mentary or she and sister beka de madam 100 cedis onyi scores butua into some planner at the end of the day we are talking about your integrity that is at stake into management no do so mretwa no.
Okay, still on as I do management, still okay. On the challenges. Say, if as a young lady, how can you then identify say I am going through this financial challenge or the other? While the challenges are surrounding her, but on share that Bibi anywhere a pinch na mane who say I'm in this corner or something. How do we identify this and then work on it?
Say it was schooler. Often a worship. Say a privileged because naturally that is supposed to be the case. They will school a wawful another benefactor be no door show. Say a review school a boom than Zema sister. And I'm put there yearing you know who needs another woo yarden or costume. Many men can say being be bay. And baby wa basin corner won't be some phone. No do baby will be some phone. Nay pedoy and it them because worrying. And say when they a corner where for the worrying, you know, they are entering a particular realm that is calling for money. So why will find kind share wa sister obey it and can't cast a baby was in one. Now fe would jay woman down no more to no to bet you. To the extent that the bay award you know obi a pale. You know, obinem palma be no the witchima. One continue so manna is it for manna wa when? E what day? Nasseruma. You have to give yourself what we call financial education. Financial education. Where or send the sister say Ashen ye but there's a master. Minimo beer or what by him fear Adriana in America Bessia. Ne papa no da hook to his bannerman. Because and at this stage in Papano is still refusing to understand and maybe what's a done more than mutu. One share above front them basic in your man. Into when you need to announce what's a dab of rubber. And to say in the multi them, Mr. Wow, fine show. One young could find show sister. It won't dare say, quid you, mamma, or be what one can say him do and you the same salary. But will to maintain her till the end of the month. One could say, Babusa, the query. Eh, yeah. Brown had the cacana be some questions there, Sister Nayan and then. Oh, here, papa. Sam Brown was in the same bisa questions, sir. A bay a wide window, oh, when you life for book. When you life for Bonham, when you answer, and see Yansa nature one day, say 400 cities, another 300 cities, major, Bosuma, or that means 50 cities, another 20 cities, measure to enchant. Na Monsieur the Mexican, or Sunday, a whom be bought to. Ah, Obiara room to Muncopa no quay, Juma. Unsubi bottle. se mentia de mesika na korokoro yi enti se eye day by day assistant za mabebre we twa da amahe enho na sabi waji bosuma akotua mpo obi anyi wo na bosuma akotua na oso iye nzama nkete na o oso da menza menyina no do etwa nti nso bi boto ehum bi botu se wa wo fa nche o da financial literacy wan kasa wode ehwe wanya nkofo wana abrabo se wo circle no another baby wo bro no ne baby etene hu de obia ye na abra ne bra enyi hawa onye ne nyina na wosua onye ma ye hu nyina na wosua wode at a point in time it's na wona adwem ne bi se da abrabo medire koye in the next 5 years me pede me hu wo he eba na ade in the next 5 years me pede me ye and the reflections and sanya you will live every day, you know, as it comes. Normal. And the wawful another wukun 1 or 20 cedis. Abofobia and you want 20 cedis a radi entremen. Natrum. In chefua no. Breakfast where I'm going do Camilo cry only Milo would do. Natran milk. Panui. Be same one, so be see Japan, what tram on the waiter. Na say we had been a so did that. Sister Gaba. Now we have to do a china or china them benny no the mono. Be a no you. Another them benny no, Sanya me and your waduma. No way in your besia beer or no to me crassica. And so what was it 20 citizens, Madame Bessiano? A be a no yampana, also yampana, or manage. Or bash 1 2 year, and we decide that the way your sister A or manages car, and sister B. Oh yes, okay. There, sister B, no way I felt Z. Nanso, I won't feel. I
think so. When I say about you, I'm sure say a bit more share. They may have some challenges in their relationship. If your moon named or why probably the young man chose mommy way over me. I'm say finances when I'm moon said I'm sure. So say your boy who your mom said. Ebi
no see a bedje no way gwa. O send the sister. I won't feel or the uncrofu could be but the monkrofo na won de won ko no bisa de so ye adwumum so ye aworim so ye bebiarem afi kro nature na da busum kro nature no oteden hwe sa wo hu ye benyini fe we hu onye wa atena 1 week 1 month na why normal bona wo hu besia foforo so no hu ye fe osino and there should be something about you that should keep the man
a punchline. Even the married women should take cue on, like with this one, say whatever the case, and there should still be something new every time to keep your man.
That is it, and not just also to keep your man, but it's also to keep your dignity. And would they say worry mu? Benyine busuan wa ba ye we busuan. Woso we busuan na ba ye benyine busuan. Na about 80% of the cases, se benyine busuan kan ka say ye besia papa. Na se benyine busuan wo ye sikampa won from one ba benyine what if wodo. Oswela ye nya damadi wenyim da boko wukunu ho. Osa na ye besia papa. Na waranka se boko wukunu won enyim wukunu kotoku. Enti say ye besia bia e by day. What the mama or as the Lord gives.
So do I receive and spend.
And spend. What the mama na akoma. Benyi na ote dem ne wo be ye no hu. Sister, e bia na benyi na hu. Onya wonyi besia odika na we hia. Nto compare with to a lot of ladies. Afa benyi na obafa no wadwen. So war wa shas no nam odo abodam nti. Na ne salary no odi hye won se say we hu de da bi. Sister, the way me hu no no, anya dem na ote. Nto odo me fa me ho adwen. O sanda oye benyi bia we hu de sister. That pen be all to shoe for. That pen be all pamatare for. Occasions so ye do your makeup or your makeup and chest or could go man job to more and buy 10 cedis, minimum 10 cedis makeup over. And I double to more to 20 cedis. Or pay expensive ones and 200 Ghana. Matty there was 200 or 1 me should be.
Oh, any day, Obian in range. There were 20 Ghana day and oh, yeah, from afar, so I'm not. From that
nti be not to them so oh there we investment in them not sister says your obosua no nyansa de sikaba onyimo de bamo no onyimo bo kran so bandam so na hu de transparency in the relationship no wusuba nti or diminish no already on kakran kakra be no onyim de ensha da enyim sika dukran se sika bi woni nsempo ne se ibisa ne bia baka do sika anyi wo ehu de home keeping money nana mezemon osando onyim do odzi ma wi rebohwem na wasa na asa na akọ no hobiem onu so ehu de bi mi wa wofo awo ho mu won kakra ma bi wo mechi ewo so wa wofo na da we busuafo wo hia bia mara na wofrem nti ode mara sesi ye besi entum nkrada wo de mara benyin mo krado but yanka de mesiafo so nya na ye home managers nti the management work no se entum anya se enje ma ya me anya do ma besi bi foforo amfa afebo na wukunu na afa so wukunu so for the financial management ejuma na afe be shedo
na o you
aha ye you no sufio be wadu no afe mukunu akata kata ndama do zisiem because ne phone na account wodo no amfa nto hompo na ehu na ehu do mukunu de misike dudu winner owo na account na wonso be sha ase de wadwen ozinzama bebre ana lady be her friend
situations I man crofo be disclose your financial
sister okaho because say no matter be in the background there the background ne hu de why Mr. Chisels na adi so ohie besia oye financially prudent ohu da meyiri so abasika sema onyim sika hunyansa senem o se de menyi fibu wo a wotum kura sika do no so wontum nhyada won fanye bibi papa biara but ewu se sika kita wonsi nanyim ata wo fan investment enyim retailing and trading nada benyim de o 100 cedis is amazeto na bosume kwawie ya or the bank or 100 cedis nara was aka ho be 1 cedi profit na menya but mezima meyiri ya another mezima dem besie ya mronsusu da maware ni ya obutum adan me baba no onya 100 cedis me baba na bia be 5 cedis bi abaka ho another dem 100 cedis ya mezima meyi do amfanya adwume dem sika na room obutum ozezibana befie ye botum ye tua bills at the end of the month no oda ho so ye 100 cedis mfaso na wedi no nto wo hu de ode mfaso bi beba na se ye besi a wode ma wa na ho na ahwem na mara 100 cedis mezi ye den nde mesiafo bebre manka tribe na mesiafo bebre na manka na no ho ba se mesiafo bebre dam na woye e ma won 5 cedis na ye me na mezi ye den 5 cedis wode to a bag of nso a what on oye ye inyi freezer na da inyi fridge hi sister ne fridge no sand oton nam e bi oye cold store onye one bag na edi ko shema obejiska obegin pa at the end of the day you realize that they be a would one faso oye 1 cedi 50 pesos for 50 pesos in the farmer na nya one faso nti 1 cedi no ehun de nkete
drops of water
it makes a mighty ocean nti se ehun de sika no obotum sika ketekete okita mi nsemi obotum atwetwe sika aba wode ma we badwene nchefo a ebadwene sausage ebadwene fried rice ebako baby ara oba ma wokra
sika afi no nya anyama kese na nenumu enina be ko nenumu
oba ma wokra no ho atwa but oye dem danara bo ewonua ebo de dem financial challenge wa asa na baby mo sanda ma oba no ntuma nkrado
nti say enko management no upon all challenges na ya discussing all the challenges that have come up how can we manage them as young women say wa warrior say after the year course say students say then how can we manage ourselves our finances so that we don't get into these challenges here bubosu
besi biara another nyimpe biara innately has the capacity to manage things besi biara nyimpe biara ono nti na esora no pa etwitwu wusa you are managing your teeth nti na egwa no you are managing your body nti na ataibu o we na ekru ebien ebasa enwona motimes onye findi na nso osada wopper na me no your management ono nti na se me fande se num koko anopa ewiabre se wokona do koko de na babeka do mama nsesem kakra your management osande nutrient a honam no onya fi koko mu no ewiabre no dem nutrient ne dzema na onso num koko ne bunda ya light nti ohwana etiefu anade ohwana wo hwe hen ye hu do obiara wodam suba no wonum a ebotum manage na ebi a situation no on by intira first one is say kaya make the education ohia dai ebohu sika se sika bi bekita wonsam bisa hu de sika wo bekita nsam ni suba ne tede
nema sika bia wo suba
sika wo suba 5 cedis wo suba 5 cedis wo be charge one fanto 100 cedis wo be charge one fanto nti sika bia na ni suba na oda na edi se hu de madze na you will make mistakes and it will be repeated mistakes every time. Ebe hunde ansa na the pen another busum be kwewe you know. Every month biara wo ho chill. Every month biara wo ho chill. But it shall see there fe retro. Na bisa hunde that could be a midahin. Ebi an worry. Bisa worry bisa.
Time na yes ade ni.
Awo de ye. Sanya sika betro. Ela se da menya ansa no se yensua. Ono ebe ye compulsory fasting. O Sunday sika nja o de ze to ho na o chena edin. Ende na wo kona adochibo. Another oh, me di fried rice acha. Ebe mekra ma wenyu anje. Another ebe grilled chicken ya. Wayside day.
That's what we can ask them say me na me ye adwuma me na me sika ma. Me di na me.
Why should be fasting? So why na ye we adwuma why should pe day why should be fasting? No them basic planning ohia. Metina he ebi sem do okay Mrs. Bawa nti bosum wo fie nsu bags ahe na wono. Motuma ka acho.
Wow.
Nti a day di bana wodin say isusu a ye be ya nti motuma ka acho. Osando onye dakro na me ye. Say me bisa mo de dakro me di ahe na. Me fie ye dodo ahe na ma multiply. Because oyempo a moframa no was this mara panyin no. Na ediba na mezi nso oya onyo no nkote na mpeda mezi moframa no. Moframa was mpeda mezi kakra, you know, mezi fam ho. Say me ekutu pe na mmono ma because me hear them vitamins na abofo na mpeda mezi mpoa bi. Another kodu bi mezi fam ho, another mango bi mezi fam ho. Ehu. Nti ni nyina na bisa ma, say me ye dem daily planning na. Da pen no menyime busu dodo a ye bedi. Dodo a ye bono. Electricity minimum dodo ye consuming in a day. O Sunday mini oh yes. That planning no
platform Mrs. Bawa.
Oh sister, ne wo hia wo.
You am who back door why? I need
say anye dem e would ye approximation. You may not have it entirely correct. Sure. But at the end of the day, ni say ye mpo a wode because of wo friendship planning no kakra bi mpo da ho. Ah, or your surplus.
No, we feel for us we are too rigid with money.
Or the wosua.
Hi.
It says you can wear an ediba. And say anopa say you no mukoko another rice water. Ye na ye di pan margarine nka ho. Margarine nka mo bi ango for margarine. Sister, or your culture.
Pacho me break o kakara me invite me nko for me. It's me beautiful lines nti. One mo fie na mo hwe ye mutie. I'm sure say kakra ya discuss ikra mo hu where e bia you are falling short. Ebia bibi wo ha wo so wo ya eboa wo financially pacho free na ne ye introduce an common wo question bi so ayema me wa ho betumi eyiwa no so you can call us on 0207566185 and 0543291074 pacho mo free na ye introduce en common says pacho ultimate
yo na menyi market e se bia na wo fu wo sika pa na what's it in there whatever you need come to us we are there. Na no live by day. Ma wodi mani bia na wa hwe. O sende so sika no se ne papa anada ne mame boto de sika ne bi da wa. Oh. Ehu da war say no. Me ka chire madam nto osu sika di. Na okodu university no o share two categories of people. Ohunde one set of people what's the nara. Wonyim sika di. Pa. No hun another set nso a ohun them set in one nature them one so wasika but one life you're very moderate no shas no bisa questions sister the menya answer no say you be a ent na wanna say ndwe no ho a nyankopon on fa nhye wotiri mpo mbocha masa ehun de so obi bodwe na wehu daachi ma obesa oda nyimpa na nkasa otena ho na osese why de be say be wa akogom na wa aba wa akoton biru wakoton moko wakoton tomatoes onyim de sika dodo no oza abefie no onye ne nyina na oye ne mfaso onyim nti besi otedam no obetena wona we bisa no de crate tomatoes crate ahin na meziko ogom na wa atu sika na ato ho moton na ahin ebia moton 100 cedis moton no menya 150 cedis 50 cedis no oye mfaso na wa oza ato nche na mfaso no mpon.
Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, I'm talking about it.
If I try was so pay you, we didn't be our faith. Okay, Pacho yet you.
Yeah,
that's it.
What can you do? and you are constantly, especially in many other any uncle would be in OGR. That's why amateur. If you look at it, you can define a home. The more cover to the little bit, you are check it and you are teaching the man. And you are not much more. But what they can also, and you are the movie, I let you to that. And now we bring it to the kind of. We bring two versions. Then so what them the classic wow that the anything of the church as the number of the better also the what that we do of what and the thing of what we
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yes, yeah, that's. I think that what I deduced was, I think, on planning and see how we can encourage others, no, and get the right plan to help each other, like man and wife or man woman kind of thing. That's what I deduced.
And say, mammy not to them, no, yet or beya, or if you go beya was an insabus can. And for soon post sort it to Nina as it were. Oh, there, or you no quite a many 50 cities in Fasun or tomato seed, no so. Mafaka na medikoi na wati we fim na we tua nara no ho ka okay owi anfe ma wa ka no ye mfa so nto bomu de 50 cities na to transport na wona wo share tomatoes ni fi bebi aka no koyigui odi ko gom odi tu ni na afi bomu de man kasa mfa so na kasa ye 10 cities obomu de mfa so no onye 50 cities.
Hold on. Hello,
yeah, good evening.
Good evening, no pacho odi ni bebi afefi.
We don't go here.
Okay, John, pacho you.
I saw a woman and a correct. Now, it's not that
Hello, pacho you.
If I say, I don't okay, sorry, but let be able to go to a
Instead na me kwa me bisa say na ye we betumi aya na but o say e wo say ye try near ye it's a must. O say obey ya to me ye.
Yes, I want to know. About the lawyer, about who the lawyer. Hello.
Pacho wo so ye ti.
About the lawyer. Who say who lawyer? I don't I didn't be able to do. But we shall find lawyer. I don't know what you're trying to do. What about you actually to watch it? Oh, let me see how you are. Look, oh, you know, it's a volunteer watch. So, not about what you are rational, the public, but not everyone that will be
Mpacho you John yedase
Ella e would say yesha enkomo no mu yedru say yensua ekwana wo fado wo crazy koda ebe hu de ye besia ebu wukun nanso awan na ejija say sister say sika anyi fie hu nti na ebisam the what is a challenge me say it is a stress.
Please hold on. Hello. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, but I am in the past.
Okay, if you batch it you.
On the same disaster. And going up as a young girl, I didn't stay with my parents, so I learned how to sell. I was selling. So I sold on July, and then I went to the university. So what I realized when I went to the university was my way of life and that of the ladies I met were totally different. It happened to me to the point that when I take challenges to look, I had to sell so to make some money for myself. Go to sometimes see, buy toiletries and do all that. But I got the time, they were making more fear of me that like Because it's a poor girl, like, I don't dress properly, I don't like that kind of thing. So, it was a time, this is what I did. Anytime I know the profit, I divide it into three. After taking my time, I send one part to my mom. I take the other part. And then I spend the other part on buying clothes for myself. Is this a bad idea?
Okay, we'll answer you, sis. But well done. Well done. Or since it's here, the plan she took was to divide her profits into three. Or the one part money mommy, save one part, and then use the other part to buy clothes and other things for herself. Because her friends were laughing at her in a way, say, yeah, girl, you need to be a cry and a dress and I can't earlier one. So she's asking if that decision are we taking in dividing her stuff, no? Is it okay?
So I think she's doing a very good financial planning. But
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
If I show you, maybe I'll free if you.
Yes, I'm Mrs. Annan. Miss Sophie Ulla.
Yes, madam. Patriote you.
A very good evening to you too.
thank you.
Thank you.
In fact, topic now we're discussing, I want to say, very necessary. But I want to share one thing that can help women to manage their finances. One thing that can help us is buying in bulk. Say, you're from the piece now, or six car. You see, there are some things you can get them in bulk. Now, a wholesale shop. Now, cotton in bulk. If you take tomatoes are box, 0 a pack, and what a gallon cotton. That one can take a very long time. In between that area, the schedule with you can save it because you have bought the things in bulk. But then there is tomato 2 cities, and you buy it in the on the face car. So let's buy in bulk. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Annan. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
So Ella, nyimpo bi sa question ehu dey at every point in time no obiara bewo perspective.
Yeah.
Ekwana nche wonyimde o Ella de ot dem tincho do dress them. You can't live according to people's expectations. Yeah, there may be a mistake because savings na area no hu hia. Na ye will be so of an investment. Investment no twitwi sika ba no. Savings.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Pacho, didn't baby our favy.
The Pacho made Henrietta. Mr. Free. Mataiko.
Okay, Henrietta, Pacho you.
Okay. I'm concerned. Unfortunately, I'm about to get married.
Okay.
And then it seems I have a taste of nice things. Meanwhile, my partner finds it difficult accepting what I want. As I said, so I end up compromising. Either if I want, I have to add. And I'm asking, will it be a problem if I get married? Because I'm a bit scared.
Okay, Henrietta. But you are. I hope you got her question.
I did. Henrietta, so financial issues are a major hurdle in marriage. Marriage stands on 4 major pillars, and issues of finances is a major pillar in marriage, to the extent that sika sano nkoye ya ebemudo odo wonzi sika modo
money has power.
Oh sister, I'm telling you. And say fortunately ehunu ntem na bisa mu de benyina ni so banete den o sande benyini bi wo abotuma abanda oye chisel na onyim sika wo krom ye enti na mum ahyasena na wo the challenges here sister, you have to iron them out quickly because anye ne yensu na say ohihia benyini bi a benyina anyino kwa aware mu na nkanka onam do so onye yi enzema na also onyi sika oze button oye nzema ne hu hia owodo ota o sande wo yen amambre mu yinyim de say ekoye besia no ho ade.
Hold on. Hello, good evening. Hello. Yeah, Pacho didn't baby our Fefi.
Mekatoshi Netherlands.
Okay, Pacho Udin.
Mejimuswa.
Okay, me Pacho yet you.
Mr. Mekate, I'll tell you, need and want. A man will bring a friend needs and want. Yenama, did you talk? Because we look at difference and 1 million and mechanic cheaper. That was me in the way one. Who to be more there because I won't know when you boss one hour, when you boss one, no one. She said, a month or no, what planning this? This is what I have to do. We're targeting, I have to do this. And then we're going to me out of the two baby. But we understand when I'm a and that's the society in Tanayano. One of the ways before what you are with that. Who that colonial because who told you to here. What that crap or so if you are woman. To what individual, you know, what I get so one sense. I have a person here. Who bet slave for liar, but not that wouldn't need no one to there. Who got confused to sign your money now, who was there.
Sister also am pacho ya dase.
Ela ma onso are ka ne ho hia. Ehun de mesiafo bebree na woro kwa awaruma. Wototo nzama bebree. Nzama bi wo ho na rombo edumpo.
Oh.
Okoto de oso obi ni jadze ntine so aye ne fe. Bia na ato bread toaster. Wukunu.
So won di bread.
Where wukuna rom papa no. Anopa no pefufu na wedi. Ehun na akoto toaster no otibo. Obi ba wuja fe enchansi bebree but ne mudodo nara enyusi ne na oyesika na osisi ho no
na say my wura kitchen where no na ma wo say so ba wo fio na ya na atenten set be 4 5 na ehye hro ho no
na eba ne nyansa no wo ehun sister da menza man na ye wo ma ne ho hia na ye wo akondodze na ma ofrefre no nti on nam na make catch Henrietta earlier no say anya careful obi betre ma o se da e bo obra obi beka do wuku ne tire was the way wuku ne tide ehun da o da dress da ma cherry nchomba fata sister you decide what is good for you adwene bi wo ho anyi wuku no mfa na onya anyankofa onya da ma nyimpa orcha mashan bisa nda ibotu aka wa so onya da ma edon bebeba may develop appetite bia you can't finance those appetite and say sister you opedo kwa wori me unda nzamba bi wo ha wo ya na mambre mu ne sere kwa wori benyi no do to nzamba bi a wo ze ba ye ho ade na se bi a etam mpaboa ma brazia no oye menyi sika na se toto a benyi ne bi wo ha menka menyinfo nyina benyi ne bi wo ha anhwa na wo esua wonyansa oro kwa wori mu no obedidi wo hwa no ono nyame ye na adom na so onya BBC ni nsema na mo akofa besia fofor anade we se japadi bi esini fie a warambo enyim nti ne ho problem kro won menka na menka de se be obo wuku na onye dabi ehun de benyini bi o wore hu do obo suban na no ahoche na waba sister epia na kakra nyansa wo but epia na erepia no be measured.
Hold on. Hello. Oh,
say anya measure da ona donti iboto anamoni bebre ade bechi ndo na mo so de na ma so nti anamona yetu no yamfa nyansa nto ho osande say ware wie efie na wo na woku na wokosi fie no na me da ma mesiafo no bi
no. Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sorry.
Pacho didn't baby out baby.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Pacho ka say free. Hello. Me Pacho yet you. Me Pacho ka sa wo yet you.
Hello,
good evening, oh, sir. Oh. Bra Patrick, Pacho san free you one. Ochi. Okay. Pacho san free you na line in sheda nyekle. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Evening.
Pacho didn't baby out free.
Let Pacho. Let the Alfred. Yeah, for me, Turkey, Korea.
Okay, Alfred, Pacho yet you.
Okay. Make up evening.
Alfred Pacho lower TV volume no kakra ni endi nkomo why.
Make up maybe Alfred for my pick up earlier. Okay. Make up to my meeting is that a good fair. Meloano. And make up to nothing that say, oh, yeah, we are, oh, there we are. A woman supposed to support or a man supposed to play all the time.
Okay, Alfred, Pacho, you are.
Ella, maybe I wasn't here no con. We will not be tempted. O Sunday, a bushia bia munanenshe. A bushia bimpo washer, benyin the way your tar. Onam do kite bushia zini binti, so nkite sikano pa wasi yana ya bobwan. Ntabo he na besia na bushia no wa fechi wa boa benyino. But ekwa bushia bi suma.
Don't forget this one. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
If I show didn't baby Alfred.
Yeah, friend is Bright, Israel.
Okay, Bright from Israel. Pacho you.
I'm a control program now, very good.
Yeah, that's it.
The Islam so. Sometimes, you must some way. Somebody can see the me who be and there, and let me apply maybe 1 month, 2 months, and the family. And to do that particular thing, only how are we in
Pacho you.
only how are we in that if I look at only and that makes some people or finances very bad.
Pacho, in Pacho, that's it.
That is it.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, yeah, that's it for your contribution. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nti obeye dzinda ye beka de woboa another one boa. Oye de mesiafo boboa na de nyide mesiafo boboa. O sende ekwa asori bi mpompo no wompe de what kra. Na at the end of the day no ewo na nyi besia na redwo no hunde besia na nyi no kotena no wo kotena afebo. Nti do you agree? Besia bi wo ha nyi na re planning even before the pre-marriage planning. Hello.
The son was with children.
Okay, Daddy Pacho you too.
Hello.
Hello, Daddy Pacho you too.
Woman now in person because it's in a that will be no information. You find that I'm fancy. I'm in what can I say?
Pacho, yeah, that's it.
I have fine program.
Yeah, that's it, Daddy. Yeah, that's it.
Nti there besia no boboa na de besia no nsa do boa no e ho na ebie ni ode wo hu. It is also a signal there so wo back click and I won't click wa aware ehu that mama kan besia bi wo aware no she doesn't want her penny to go into the preparation. Besia ote dem no san hwa man ka de bi adam no ote san hwa wo ware na ho kire wa aware no ma o nyi peso am ko no mfa mboa o sande ma adwena ode ba awarum de besia de nya ada edi ko wachi na enya ka wona ada ma wukun nti ebi wo ho na besia ote dem mentality no na ode ba na mmom ma menyim ne de ncha ye kwa akotena yide se ye boa ye no ho ankanka wonzama na ntutu e manche oye na hwe ne ye de ma meka ni na there is a little bit of caution benyini bi wo ho da acha hwe no so engagement nzama nye wara na eto ya onya wara na force ma mo wara wa meka de menyi sike nye wara na eka de yenye wedding na nti ono nti e wode bibiara e ye measured se wo sika na samefa na 500 cedis na benyini onye na oza kwato na se benya 50 cedis a brother mpocho 50 cedis na mo medze ma wa ebotuma aboa na enwu da so e ye damanka benyini no odo osu how to be responsible in future anya dema eyi bofo another befu idza man no so wo wara o expect menyim football wo nyime kwana wo fa wo didi mesiafo ho pa onye wo nyinara menyimfu bi ne mo kwa nkanka obi anara nanyu da baby another way share high time ladies was sponsored na enda wa ba waro no na adwen dada me mesi afo na was sponsor no ye free there when ya besi onye ne ba ye fie you are coming to make a home na efie no so e wo dziba na mo so medaba mesi afo bebre na so obedi no ko baka de hwe sika benyi na nka so de ma honara oh so hwe nanso onnam de wonyi mesika do kranti enda na no kwana adofufuru but sika no ansufu onye fufu sika bia ntam pesi na oboso anada mo kakra na oboso na wanua wo bedidara ehu nti dam pre marriage nkomodin kakra no nkanka wo sika ho nkomodin ne ho hia obemehu benyi na ekwa wara no obemehu besi ekwa na ebisa wo de dam benyi na anada dam besi ote de motu benyi na atena ehu de ela oye yebunya yenye gu nzama bebredo hunde benyi na nda wo hu ye fe mo ware no nzama bebre na oba together but a lot of the time maybe for some men, I can't say majority of them, for some men it is your outlook as a woman. But while we and sister onye woda no pastor we say nti bibiara nya fa biem bibiara nya biem nti oyedem suban na wotum waze kranzama do subana ne maami fra hey ya me hia sika o me hia oh mami ya wo twan e beti hia nka na you make things happen. Mommy be said and show 100 cedis, 100 cedis, 30 cedis. Mommy, I would j no sikane do reba. The men's a many home be not know the me on your minyansa. Now, said the man be say, oh, my so yes, grammar mean if you are corner for that. Oh, my being no home turn while the same way with the men. And the rubber. And yam pet sabu besia will wage jagun do no so be ye good. Ye pe besia another benina, nebusia we gunuda. Oba, na we dum ne kakra. Obememune there is a need, all right, but we dum ne kakra, you tone it down. Sanya dema, eba wukun another way with you in Santa. Or send the debia, there is no aura of peace around you. The beer giddy, na minya them, na mensanka, na man cotton our cramebe. Now one no catch all the benin na cotton or bosham. The man is also depending on you to look after him. And see, besibia or then. Hard work is very important. Ebi and there you may be a 1,000 Ghana cedis or the bikita wins at the end of every month. Penny force a prom until order Nzama Bessisa. On your mob but win some cake, no made to mukran. And why the aqua pipe on is in so as some shake it and win. A rock in a fan soon as and I won't say Nancy on your bedroom. It drew what baby on your destination say do where in sukakra waka winsem no that is your capacity that is your strength nti so abanisika onya dodua oba winsem dodua etum krado na oche wa hoode na wonyansan da ye besia nti yandwende in as much as pompoment hoda no the little savings and investments in winya sika bi wo one fan sanka on the investment one ko oya touch not into them touch not
my anointed
that's
money.
Right them touch not e bia ma wo hu emfe num imagine me sidan another me the bottle car one ko savings no your emergency funds e bia car no ho atochima another abofra ba year another
wuku me twa no dia okay na obi person maybe say question man say savings and investments which one is more appropriate for a young woman into what kind and now they no account I will let that be my last question because the time has soon to phone lines cry
yo samedzeka ho e bia ni hina no ho hia savings in a year account ekom quite frequently you know and there or you didn't say wo salary or your 500 cedis another 1,000 cedis another 2,000 what you are call pen equating in a big feel shall soon say needs in kakra debi into savings accounting you have an emergency account na what daily expenditures another weekly account ni hina ne hu hia papa na ni hina sister if you be able to be faithful you have to do the plan and me planning no him to set your priorities right only no be kind yen mu bebewa edzibane biara yen obafa yen no hia no ye pede yeto na eto edzibane ote dem so no prepare to fast tomorrow na fast not them po mpa ya merinte because yankopon no yimda aho che no odaba savings account no hu hia emergency funds no ehu de edribi until at the end of the month na nya mena domara sanyera wo sika da ho or twa no nyame na adumara saka no ho anto chime bia wo emergency fund another account no osi ho orotwe no e bia home care account na iyi sika wo de to eziban na ade investment no ono ori ye adwuma the money is working for you until we investment account and sister won't come by heart into salary account or they to make catch on that this one is an investment account, this one is savings account. On your investment account or other GCB, another Zenith, another Prudential, on for Sikambo. Ye pemozi sikaba. On the one investment account. Although ye you at the end of every 3 months, what bankers was a statement model your accounts which has an amount of 200 cedis has been able to accrue this additional money on the one investment account. Ebi wo so we investment no go to my bande edwuma bi area instead of this can be kwakwa to bank it's be edwuma mfaso no wonzi mfaso no you push it back into the business until anytime you back at the investment account and the investment okay that they be investment no do trace can or dey dem or dey ba wo
sister that's I see a time so yes phone lines so I'm trying to close Inti epese aboni nyina tofa. Today we talked about the financial challenges. We discussing yama bebre. We talked about how to manage them. What planning kakra bi so. Inti epese aboni nyina tofa and give a word or two out there to our young women who are listening to you.
Ella, thank you. Say yeshe aboda nature teaches us that planning is the lot of humanity. Planning. Say it will be a team let's say planning sister dachi ibehu de nzama bebre wasa wa babro onu ntina e bia erinyi no na papa na mama me ho nsem ye but say siara e wo university another we hu de nzama asesa e bia na mama na daddy wan plan he e bia planning wo ye wona adwen de sika no roba no obaba da but odri baby no nzama sesen first nessa kobi na ncha okopa say kobi on kobi e bi oyakako mama
ajibe bia
ewa mami na daddy and say the menza man ketenkete no ama ye hina ye hu de say if you don't plan to succeed you are planning to fail. You will have to learn
that way there's planning.
Is that way there is planning? You would have to learn to control your appetite. Wa kondo o send obi o na appetite na kondo ye diban ebi o ne de ye ntar ebo wone di ye hairstyle o mo bia na hairstyle na nyu age ho ope nti no matter how fresh ope do okosesa. Planning is very, very important. Now every time you are thinking of the challenges of today, think that sadachi minyina 50 years, 45 years, 60 years, how do I want Amma to look like? Do I want Amma to be begging, to be living on other people's crumbs? Or I want Amma to still walk to the bank and take money from her account. Say Drenadren, who future woman who sister, me mame, and Zama says ya no is in Sisembe braids baba. And wonder what good nasa what son. It means you need additional sources of income. Busuma kweti edwuma na ye. Na so nso na mde wona wo good or do son. Pensa no dwuma bi ka ho. Onye ne nyina na ebotu maye. E don do wo so wo good. Sometimes you have to let some of them go. Because I need them dachi into Mankado mo show my wussy free until wo show mam listen to Hebia nyimpa na ebo no mani sifi free no onya ahoɔdze na ɔdze bɔbɔ ma wusi tutu nti sesiara ewo ahoɔdze no bɔmmɔdze na ye nhyehyɛ na it begins with the basics in the house: your food, your clothing, your water, your electricity. It begin seba mifia obiara no munsu me bi nka na ntungu eruhwe de guru ba me na eza ahye bonu munsu no na ebefa na no enso na nsu bags of nsu gu ho o say na say ya chance with them little nzama na sister dachi ansha e boko wo moframa wono ho na akoye burden on them.
Since that's what can say be on my stress and I'm you see you can na ohwe gu rubber mu na say rubber no so ye hwehwe na rubber nesa
rubber even rubber no
chancha rubber ya ohwe na nye chancha
there be
rubber be no
old Vortic bottle be ebe ho yegu
and if you obi a bottle
onye dama da munsunara anom no edisi ho na asana abon da munsu se no so mama chende se munsu se no osi ho so onsan ya obiara nti unsu fufura no nti obi onu nsu comedy ni so oba fa cup na we hwe dem nsu sino si wono we hwe yegum na wano mpochati masa it has to begin like that onye dem a ye nsua ebe ye wadwene mo from yende ye wo bi ella daachi ericha mo from ando o live in abundance daachi na enyi ho na eja ye mo from na egu wiade ya na mo from na rebre and they will curse you. They will curse you because you didn't bring them up well. Ebi a wisikan anya will another anfanze me bebre antutu ye eya will impa anchira bofraban how to handle money. And so woman from no that they will curse you because you didn't teach them the right thing. Start with food. Start with water. O didn't be ka kitchen dey fear ayen to ezibanungu. And the breakfast ni say bi aka office for ebi abre ye bo warm. So one soon na fe ye de lunch kakra ka ho. So no na say wi abre so bo so no na ebedi. Onya dam na say wodidi na we koto these little manners they will never learn if you don't teach them as parents. Ye nsua e your wofo anampo da fe na bokwa awore mu na say obiara nchewa ahwe hen etien esue bibi kakra. Start implement. It will be difficult, but it is doable. The bia meka chenko of it is doable because I have done it. Na matete mo from bebre afa minse bebre nso da ho gina minse ma mo hu da wore ya. I tell myself that look, these girls, these boys, they came to the house not like this. But say we sua da menzama. So it is doable. Yeah, you obey ye nti yenye. Learn to know how much you spend in a day on food and on water. One case semina na toothpaste na moto toothpaste me 2 weeks toothpaste obasa. So oh yeah, so one so 2 weeks now so na menyim da abofra bi say toothpaste. And so I'm coming to watch. Eni na no hunya.
Hey, wait a minute, when you shot 30 minutes of person who you so Mrs. Bawa feel. Hey, I can just imagine that.
Eni na na be.
But I can just imagine
that girls na menyim one ben inside 1 hour because they know. They know. Say you share the men's man katengitina sister. You will think you have groomed a very beautiful lady out for marriage. Maybe it's no way if you will. Man baya bosume isi na konifie. Besia bana etete na kada no way if you. Nzama asesa wonifie. Because now your provisions are no more coming. Your eja another year na first na edi man nti no way if nti benyi ne hu no. Also Mrs. Ba wonifie edi. Nkete isi awaze. Cool, watch it one ye. But sikasem song. You will depress them. You will make the man depressed. And very soon, Nara ordinary no poem because there is no peace in the house. You know, be fear no window, no years to son moon, the seconds and the neighbors to son me. On your wife, or run away, or is canting around Bobanada. It's a young shot.
Thank you so much. In fact, only actually a lot of things. Plus experiences, what is going on in the actual world. Into Mrs. Bawa say it is doable.
Yeah.
Papa be fair, will be saying Nyama we are into man beyana, but she's making us aware say it is doable. Give it to me, that is if we make up our mind say maybe to him be sure never be number start our money time. Because me start to say me feel how you be no monsieur agency ho cry na or say me pen bottle e mo no me den o mo hwe gu monsieur na aka no be no ye ntu Mrs. Ba, na me shall be. Mom, if ye, meaning say, one should be brave, wait here be brave. You've learnt a lot. To say, I met him, Monsieur Yama be brave. Thank you so much, Mom, to me, a fray. Others were calling, but now I say, lines at a point now and shada and go through. But we are so sorry. We hope that next week, Yami Adoma, your beautiful lines, and you can also call in. Thank you all so much. You have say, your crew members, and so I say, now, Mr. Bawas, so release your sister. Emma nebe kan yensa ne mani nyina umbe support ye nyina ye mamu na a very big thank you from this place. Pese me chia ebi mo nso a omutiti fie omo hwe ye sister Doro muhu na chepa but she will definitely come back because or the no akoteka class say system aye wo mu ye sheda nye convenient so be pp but very soon obeba abeka yensa so na ye sister Anita yede nchia kese pa na ma pese me chia me volunteers bi a omo share corners omo share live on Facebook. Timothy, Dorcas, Dora, Priscilla, Belinda, thank you all for doing the watching. Your discussions na kano ewechi Mr. and Mrs. Annan, thank you also for doing the watching and supporting. Debia Mufre, Debia Muma tidbits behind closed doors. Nyami Ensham Bibri. Sanso Namichia, Mr. and Mrs. Kabute. I know they're also doing the watching. Auntie Grace, Mr. Brown, Ima, they're all doing the watching. Mrs. Clement Davis, and so she's also doing the watching. Nyami Enshamunina for calling in, for joining us on the show. I want to thank my sponsors once again. Gem Beauty Care for my makeup needs. We use them for any events, makeup, dressing up. Just call them on 0207792101. So na fruit mix be a wahase fortune juices adaroma. I always tell you, so in your local setting, local drinks for events, Biana, you can call them on 0244508818. Samson and Rubber every Tuesday, or maybe very simple styles, but very elegant. Or palm wedding gowns, any attire be out here for events, be just call in Rubber on 020-993-0465. Yakan is an Yamiaduma next week, you're to have a last bit of your finances. Na ADC. Yamiaduma next week, Thank you very much.